Alright guys, so I started a project and we're here with Todd Tullock at Tullock Automotive in Stallings, and Todd's going to run us through a couple of things.
So basically what we're doing is we're removing the engine and transmission so that we can attempt to start working on the metalwork.
Okay.
Once we expose all of the floor pans, then we can pretty much lift the body off and get to everything.
So everything, you've taken the engine, wow. And I just left here yesterday.
Yeah.
And all of this is gone.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't take long to strip it down. It takes a lot longer to get it back together. But we got a good start on it. We had 4 guys on it yesterday afternoon.
And that's the engine and transmission.
Yeah, engine, transmission, transfer case.
So how do these look for you? I mean, they like they're salvageable or transmission?
Yeah, looks like a simple rebuild.
Simple rebuild.
Yeah, simple rebuild.
That gas tank is gone.
You know, there's no rust holes in it and it's not leaking, so you have a 50-50 chance it might be okay. It's going to be worth getting it down, and once I get it out, I'll be able to look inside, of course, then we can make a decision where you can have it restored or buy one.
What's the gas tank?
It's this thing here.
Oh, wow. This looks like something for a dog.
Once we get the body supported and get, of course, the metal in it, then at that time we're ready to lift the body off. And then we'll start stripping the chassis all the way down to the bare nitty gritty, and we'll sandblast it and paint it, and then just start putting everything back together.
So you'll start doing some of the body while it's up, you know, the underpan, the panning?
Yeah, we're going to do a lot of the metal work first because it has quite a bit of damage. We're worried about support. Once we get a few panels in and sort of get it tacked together, then at that time we can run some extra supports and then take the body off.
Wow. You can kind of see some rust.
Yeah.
And I didn't see, you know.
Yeah, let me let it down and you get some pictures from up top. So we completely gutted it.
And you're thinking about new wire and harness. I know you texted.
Yeah, well, I'd like to definitely do, wiring harness actually looks pretty decent, but the engine harness has been, you know, it's around the engine, so it gets a lot of heat around it. So it's...
Which one is that?
Is this one right here?
Okay.
I'd like to go ahead and replace it. Actually, everything else looks pretty good.
These
They have
hoses.
other harnesses that we can get, and once I get the body off and stuff, I'll inspect it a little closer if I feel like we need it, and we just need to do it.
Okay. Wow.
But you pretty much, your paint and body guy now can get to everything, so he can sand and paint. If I were you, I'd paint all this in here yellow. I'd paint everything yellow. I wouldn't do anything black. Paint it all the color of whatever color you want to paint the car.
Yeah.
And you said
That
orange.
Maybe that orange, yeah.
Maybe do a little bit of black.
Inside, yeah.
But it would look better completely all orange, and then you add the black box, the black master cylinder, that'll make it pop.
Yeah. And of course you said.
I like that yellow.
Yeah, another thing, what I'm gonna probably go ahead and do is, in order for me to install the rocker panels and do my metalwork, I gotta get the fenders off. So probably what I'll go ahead and do is get the fenders off. Once I do my supporting, you can actually take the fenders to your guy. He can start messing with them.
Quarters I'll have the quarter panels in.
We'll go ahead and get the shell off after we do our supports.
Remember the guy said it's going to be hard to find in these.
The fenders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe my guy can.
Yeah, it's repairable. I mean, he can fix it. I mean, it's not that it's not repairable. If you can find one, if you can, then just have him repair it. That's a 4-hour dent. So he can repair it for sure. But try to see if you can get a good picture on the inside. You might come over here. We'll be pulling the seats and all that out. That's something I might get you to take with you.
Yeah, I can take them.
Once we take it, but we got all the shifter.
Oh.
We got all the housing out.
Oh yeah, we did get it.
So we're gonna be pulling the seat out.
You said you'll have the whole car completed by next week, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Wow, man. Now I can kind of see, the direction it's going.
Yeah, you get an idea.
Definitely. And I need weather stripping all the way.
Yeah, you're gonna need all new weather stripping. So, of course, after you paint it, you're gonna need weather stripping all around the windows. You ought to, call Hank at A1 Glass just to see. He could actually come down here and take a look at it and tell you what you're up against. If he needs you to get the rubber, or if he can get the rubber, we need to look at the condition of the front glass. If it's okay, then you can reuse it as long as. But if not, find new glass for the front. All your wires come from here and go through this little circle. All GM and Ford starters should have had that to keep the wires off of the header. So it's built very well. This is the reason. This is your old motor mount.
Oh, this came
So they're completely rotten, both of them. So we need new engine mounts. This is your flywheel. Had some damage on the ring. If you can see that or not. Very inexpensive though, like 80 bucks.
All this stuff came out of that.
Yeah, all this is your stuff right here.
You know what all of this is.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we got several stuff everywhere.
Some of that wouldn't go back on, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd forget to put half this stuff back on.
What? Oh,
But during the minutes, I'll be sending you more lists. While you're here on the front end, I'd like to show you something. The steering box on your list, right? That's that's your steering box.
Okay.
I'd like to have the new trailing arm, which is your center link. We need this arm here, and then we need this arm. You have this center piece, and also you have your inner and outer tie rod ends. Be nice to replace this. Usually this doesn't come with a lift kit. This is a anti-sway shock. You need to replace that shock too.
Okay.
So you have your 4 shocks that you're getting with your lift kit.
Okay.
Just make sure you order this shock too.
And what's that one called?
It's called an anti-sway shock. But yeah, just make sure you get those 2 pieces right there. Everything else looks good. Of course, once we replace all your springs and stuff.
You take these brakes off and do disc, right?
Yeah. Another thing I'd like to have is I'd like to have new power steering hoses. These are just old and dry rotted. We don't want you to have a leak,
Yeah, definitely.
you know, a year down the road. So let's go ahead and replace the power steering hoses.
What is this? That's just
Yeah, these are your springs that we're replacing. That's what that's called. It's called your leaf springs.
So when you replace these leaf springs, you're going to put these back on?
No, actually, we take all this off, and your kit will come with everything. It'll
Okay.
come with all new everything.
All new.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna
So
look
it'll
like
come
a
with all the
whole new-
bushings and pretty much everything. This is a different style lift kit that somebody bought.
I can see it looks off.
You'll have a
too.
little bit more arch in your springs.
Yeah.
They'll be a
What do you
little
need?
bigger, a little heavier duty. Your U-bolts will be a lot bigger to handle a thicker spring.
Okay.
So that'll be real nice. That you said it was hijacker?
Yeah, hijacker. Nah, skyjacker.
Skyjacker.
It's a skyjacker with M95 performance shocks. So I'm assuming.
So I'm glad you came, so you get a good see of what the frame looks like.
Next time I see it, it'll
Later,
be
when you see it, we're going to be able to. I'd lay my bologna sandwich on it and eat off of it.
Yeah,
So
there you
it's
go.
it's gonna look good.
Good.
It's gonna look brand spanking new.
And that's what
And
we're
what's
shooting.
really nice is we'll be able to. I'll be able to build the whole frame and have the engine transmission. And actually, I'll be able to start the engine on the frame.
Oh, wow.
So basically, we'll have to do is just set the body on and hook a few wires up and plumb a few things, and
Yeah.
Well,
so we'll do all the hard work before
try to get
the body goes on.
Still on the other side?
Yeah, yeah.
Go look at this car over here.
I'm already
So
feeling those.
if you guys need any classic or custom work, I mean, Todd's the guy to come to. Definitely. Look at
Hey.
this.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that beautiful? It's a 1970.
Everything in this room.
That's a 429.
Ooh, wait, look at the inside.
The gentleman who owns this, he's in his late 70s, and he has a awesome collection. This is one of his prize winners here.
Man, that is nice. 70.
It's here for air conditioning work, and we're actually hooking up the nitrous.
Oh,
And the nitrous is right here inside. You can actually see the
Oh,
nitrous
wow.
bottle.
How old is this?
He's 82.
And he's putting what in?
It's got a 950 horse.
Whoa.
And he drives this. Oh my God. Oh God.
If you guys need any work done on your classic cars, this is the place to come. SS Camaro.
Big block fuel injection. He brought it here. We tuned the sniper injection. Put some new plug wires on it for him and got it running right for him. It wasn't running
Wow.
too good.
Wow.
All the way down to Chevelles. Mustang on the lift. What's under here? Another Chevelle?
Yeah, another Chevelle. Big block.
Wow.
Yeah, we're doing the SS package. It's actually a Malibu. We're doing the whole complete SS conversion kit. So we got the SS dash, all the SS wiring from headlights to taillights.
This is like a dream garage, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, guys, so we are loading up the transmission.